Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here to do the weekly reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You can always check out your Moon and Rising sign readings in addition to your Sun sign reading today. For extra information for the week, or in case this isn't resonating with you for any reason, this is for Leo for the week of October 3rd to October 10th. I'm still stuck in summer. We'll be using the Healing with the Angels Tarot for your main spread today, and then as always drawing additional message cards from the other decks. This week we'll be looking at the medicine cards and the wisdom of the oracle. So what does Leo need to know with regard to healing this week? All right, Leo, we've got your cards out. Let's just get a little snapshot of what's going on with all of these cards together, and then we'll look at them one by one. So the first thing that I'm seeing is that something is available to you with regard to letting something go. Something is ready to be let go of. You're over it. And it's going to, that letting go, or that sense of being aware of what you need to be away from. It could be an idea, a person, a place, a concept, a belief system, a bad memory, a trauma. It can be any one of those things. This is a general reading, as I always say. So whatever is most prominent in your life this week, that's what I'm going to ask that you apply this to. So whatever you're willing to get rid of, Leo, is going to provide you with utmost freedom. So it could be a very, very exciting week for you. I think your mind is made up about something. You could be inspired to move ahead, very possibly through a dream state or through something that you consider dreamy. It could include the arts, of course, but it could just include this sense of the subconscious self. And a great deal of, what's another word for freedom? Just a release. Like you're willing and able to release yourself from something here that is provided to you by your hands. So you don't need to rely on anyone else to do this, and it'll make it even more rewarding that you're able to bring about this sense of joy and release in your life. So that's what I'm seeing from all the cards here together. Getting a little more intimate with each of these. The central position card represents you this week. This is forgiveness. This is really just a state of mind, right? Yes, ultimately it's an act to, forgive someone or to forgive yourself. I believe they're equally important. I think that everyone needs forgiveness on a daily basis, ourselves included. And it can be for something you said to someone that you wish you hadn't. It can be for not finishing something that you wanted to do. Whatever you're beating yourself up for this week, Leo, the cards here are suggesting that forgiveness is the answer. Forgiveness is the key to releasing yourself from that albatross that it creates around your neck, from that weight, from that that sense of heaviness that comes with not only not letting something go, but maybe even going so far as to say like you're still mad about it or you're still angry or something. And as I pointed out, could very likely be you. Like you could be mad at yourself. So forgiveness is really key for you this week. And you can do both. You can forgive yourself and other people as well. And a really nice mantra that I've learned from Louise Hay. I highly recommend Louise Hay's work. She's written books, but she's also available an audiobook on YouTube. She says, I forgive and I am forgiven. That's it. That's as simple as the mantra needs to be. And I think because of this Dreamtime awareness here, or this subconscious awareness, if you will, I think if you practice that type of mantra this week and you're conscious of it, I think, and this is with regard to you not understanding for whatever reason what needs to be healed or what needs to be forgiven, I think that'll crop up for you once you start sort of saying, you know, I forgive and I'm forgiven, and it'll come to you. Oh, okay, I didn't know I was mad at myself about that, or I didn't know I was still ticked off at that person, or what have you. And forgiveness really is key to total freedom. I never considered this prior to a couple of years ago, prior to having some of my own experiences with forgiveness, and it's extremely powerful stuff. So consider doing this work this week, Leo. It's very powerful stuff, and it's so healing that once this is done, it's over. Like, this isn't something that you're going to have to keep revisiting over and over and over and keep picking away at. This is something that if you make the effort and you're aware of what it is, and you stay focused around that mantra, I forgive and I'm forgiven. Listen, once that's healed, gone. It's gone forever. And it's really such a beautiful thing to give yourself. It's a beautiful present to give yourself. Dreams is in the influence to the current position. This is essentially what's bringing you into this sense of forgiveness. And this is where we're looking at the subconscious necessarily. It can be through the dream state. It would be a wonderful week, for example, for you to keep a notebook by your bed and jot down anything you wake up remembering. Of course, healing can be occurring within dreams as well. Now, dreams are highly misunderstood. There's not even a whole lot of scientific analysis around dreams, around why we dream, or what is occurring while we dream. There's a lot of hypothesis here. But I'm going to suggest that healing can occur in this subconscious state, in this dream state. Alternately, what need be brought to the surface in order for you to identify here what needs clearing can be manifest through the dream state. So pay attention to dreams this week, Leo. They could be your best friend. And certainly remember that healing can occur within the dream state. I like to add as well that dreams can include daydreams or meditation as well. Anytime your mind is focused on something, I will even suggest here as well that it's repetitive or rudimentary, like doing the dishes or folding something. If you can sort of focus on something without any voices or any thoughts going through your mind, even if it's for a minute or two, that's a wonderful practice that gives your head room to just be in that moment, and it allows for that space to fill up with healing energy or ideas on how to heal here. And with your probable outcome being signs, this is gorgeous. This is you feeling the effects of the forgiveness. And as I mentioned, this could be the beginning phase of something. This could be you coming to terms that something needs healing and forgiven in the first place, which is fantastic. It doesn't matter at what phase you are, as long as you're on this healing journey. And this is going to be provided to you. So keep your antenna up for signs around healing this week. It could be a story that you're hearing through someone else. It could be a memory of your own where you have healed from something else. And now you're going to draw upon those experiences to lead you to successfully heal through this as well. And recall here that forgiveness is key. Forgiveness is sort of, your magic wand to healing. And this is all about the universe, right? I mean, she's touching. Out of her hands flows the universe. And of course, she's touching what's important to her, what she sees, what's caught her eye. So remember here that you could be influenced by someone else or a past concern or endeavor of your own, and you needn't do more work than is necessary. You needn't reinvent the wheel, so to speak here. You can just, build upon what you've already worked with, or you can learn through someone else's experience and expedite your own healing as well. Freedom is the general energy card, of course, touching all of these. This is where I'm seeing that this is the week that you are probably going to be free of something that you're just done with. You're over it, very likely through forgiveness work, understanding that the bulk of this freedom is through letting go, right? It's honestly not much more complicated than that. If someone else has a problem with you forgiving or letting go or being free, or heaven forbid, forgiving yourself for something, that's really their problem. And it's not for you to figure out. You don't have to figure out why someone has a hard time with you. You just don't. They have their own work to do, right? If you're meeting with any of that at all this week, let it go. Let them have their own attitudes and opinions, and you do the forgiveness work regardless. Now, does that mean that you need to continue a relationship or hang out with someone that you deem to be not adding to your sense of freedom? No. You're free to come and go, right? You're free to spend your time with who you like. And you're free to leave someone that you don't like, even if it's temporary, even if it's for the duration of your forgiveness work. But it's also a nice way to spend time with yourself, right? To getting to the root of what's going on around forgiveness work this week. And remember that forgiveness is just as important whether or not it's for you or it's that other person. And the forgiveness, if it is of another person, really doesn't have anything to do with them. They don't even have to know. You never even have to talk to them again to forgive them. That's not what the process of forgiveness is about. It's letting go of the weight that it has over you. That's why the work is important, because it frees you. Here with dog is loyalty. This is gorgeous. You might even feel that you can connect with someone deeper this week around this issue or a healing issue. You might even find that there's a conversation that can occur this week that's been put off for any reason. And, you can make amends, or you can find common ground again here. Just recall here, as I said just a second ago, if someone is mistreating you or you don't feel safe in someone's company, you can forgive them and you can be free of them, okay? Don't feel that you owe anyone anything. But remember here that if there is a genuine loyalty and there was a genuine miscommunication or issue that can be resolved through healing, that perhaps it might be worth reconnecting with them. Of course, after your process is through, because that will help to create the healthy boundaries so it doesn't happen again. But dog is always lovely too. We're looking at issues of loyalty. We're looking at, group dynamics here as well. Now, this flipped over in the deck as I was shuffling, not for you, is the card here. Of course, we have what looks like a game. Something's being suspended. The fortune cookie says nope, and no one's made a move. So back to the loyalty and coming to terms with what's happened and maybe making amends with someone else. Maybe that relationship isn't for you. Maybe it's wise to say, I'm a loyal person, but I'm standing my ground. I'm loyal to myself. I'm loyal to my ideals. I'm loyal to my sense of freedom. Okay? And that's healthy. You can do this. And you can complete this forgiveness work without going back to this person or without having them continue in your life in any way. And again, this will be particularly powerful for you this week, Leo, especially if something has felt like a game, or that you didn't know what was going on, or you weren't privy to certain information. It's time to wash your hands of that and walk away from that. Something greater for you awaits, a new loyalty, someone who shares your sense of loyalty awaits. And this forgiveness work is very, very healing. So continue doing this. It does spell freedom for you, I promise. So if you have a moment, please let me know how this works out. I'm genuinely curious. And if you're not already, subscribe to my channel because I upload videos for your sign every single week. So until we meet next time, Leo, take good care. Bye for now.